So, hey, Avery, I got a question for you.
Okay.
You ever been riding down the hill and just felt like things were too dark?
No.
I haven't either. But apparently someone has, because LED snowboards are a thing, and they have been, and they keep being a thing. And I don't like it.
There's multiple companies.
Oh, I know.
And that's... Have you ever seen the battery pack for those things and how big it is?
No.
So, the one I saw was like probably 6 inches by 4 inches by 2 inches. And they claimed that the battery weighed almost 5 pounds, and it had to mount behind or in front of your back foot, and then you had to plug the power pack in, and then it would power the LEDs in there, and they could change, and you could program them to do tricks and all this other stuff. And then they had one that went on the top sheet, and they're like, it will tell you where to put toe pressure and heel pressure and all this shit. And I was like, so you're distracting people from looking downhill.
So now you just stare at your snowboard?
I'm like, I'm waiting for one of these things to cause an epileptic seizure.
Yeah, right? Like, they're just bad idea in every direction. Like, every direction. The only cool one was the every third Thursday where they could change the graphic.
Yeah, but that was an every third Thursday.
It was every third Thursday, and it was still more of a snowboard, and it was a project for a movie, not a project to sell
anything.
Like, it was a media stunt, because that's what every Thursday was.
Yeah.
And I just... Why?
My favorite was the company that approached me one time. They emailed me. And they're like, hey, man, we're doing LED snowboards, and we'd love to make one for you. You just got to send us a board. And I was like, wait, what? Send you a board? And they were like, yeah. So what they would do was they would deconstruct it. They would pull it apart and then repress it. And I was looking at it, and they were putting screws right by the sidewall and the edge, drilling right in and just putting like little finishing screws or whatever it was to hold it. And then, because they'd have to cut the core to fit the LED in there and everything. And I was like, wait, so you guys are taking snowboards apart and putting them back together? You've literally demolished that board. Like, the warranty's gone, everything's gone. Like, everything that seals that board together and gives it life is gone.
Yeah.
You've made a necrotic snowboard.
And that sounds like more work than just making a new snowboard.
It is. It had to have been. And so these guys, they were all about it, and I just was like, this is fucking stupid. You don't know what you're talking about. I'm pretty sure I do know what I'm talking about. Like,
this is a perfect example of, if it was a good idea, a major brand would have already done it.
Yes.
Like, do you really think that if you could actually do this and do it well, that the major brands wouldn't have different graphic options that you could pick?
Well, hang on. You remember when K2 had those electric snowboards with the little red light?
Remember, I have one.
Oh, that's right. We got to use that in Kevin Carver.
Yeah, we do.
But if anyone was going to do it, it would have been K2, and they would have figured out how to harness that kinetic energy and put different colored light bulbs, and then they would flicker different.
If anyone did it, it would have been K2, because they did do it. And they abandoned it after 1 year. Maybe 2?
I think the skis had it for like 3 or 4.
Skis may have, because I could see skiers just loving some stupid thing like that. Snowboarders, I think it only lasted, the Electra was only like 1 or 2 years.
So.
Either way, K2 did try it. A major manufacturer did try it, and it didn't work.
Well, I wouldn't call it an LED board, but it did have a little light on it.
It did.
Does yours light up still?
Oh, yeah.
It does?
It does.
Oh, my God.
I know.
Oh.
It is by far the coolest thing that I own, because of how ridiculous it is.
It's so dope.
You've got to, get it in the dark. Like, you can't see it normally. But if you get it in the dark and you smack on the snowboard, yeah, it still lights up.
It's so fucking stupid.
I know. Funny. It's amazing.
That is amazing. Yeah, no. So, I don't, God. Was it SIA they were there one year when we were there in Denver? That there was some company that was doing it? I can't remember. It was down in the asshole of
There had to have been 1 year that they were there. I just see it, the place that I see them the most is on Facebook. I'll see them come across, Facebook ads of, one of the random Facebook, sponsored videos.
Oh, really? I think I blocked them. I think I listed them I flagged them as spam.
Yeah.
And reported them as
I haven't seen it in a while, but that's where I've seen it. Or, some random, podunk media site will pick it up and go, this is the new cool thing in snowboarding, LED snowboards. It'll teach you tricks, and you can do this, and you can do that, and blah, blah, blah. They have no connection to snowboarding whatsoever, so they have no clue what they're talking about. And, yeah, LED snowboards are very stupid.
It's a pointless thing that could break, and it just changes the construction of the snowboard. And It's a distraction.
It doesn't add anything to snowboarding.
No, and it's a distraction. Anything that's a distraction, I just view it as is probably not the best because the people that will buy that are usually not good riders.
No, they're not going to be.
They're like the people that are crushing beers at the bar and then going out night riding and be like, I can go faster than you as fast as possible, and then they hit a lift tower and die.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I mean, you know what? They end up on Jerry of the Day, and I'm okay with that. There's nothing wrong with that. But
I mean, could Kevin carve one?
more like, would Kevin carve one?
Sure, I'd ride one.
Oh, there you go. If there's an LED company that makes snowboards that wants us to put it in an episode of Can Kevin Carve It, we'll do it. I'm going to mock it so bad.
It's going to get slammed.
That means we got to go to Keystone at night.
Oh, yeah.
Which means I got to get a ticket.
Also, on that note, if somebody wants to send me one of those dumb carbon fiber over-engineered pieces of shit, I'll carve one of those, too.
Basically, if anyone wants to send anything for Can Kevin Carve It...
Other than rotational bindings. That's a health hazard. I will not ride those.
He will not. But I was just going to say, if anyone wants to send a board for Can Kevin Carve It, send it to this address right here. Care of me. If you want it back, you have to pay the shipping because I'm not paying for that shit.
No.
I'm cheap.
We're not paying for the shipping here either.
Yeah, no.
That wasn't clear.
That's all
it's all on you. But I'll ride stuff, weird things.
We'll even say you sponsored the video.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So if you want to buy one of these really terrible ideas, other than rotational bindings and not dual boards either, anything that might blow my knee out. Sorry, I value my health more than you.
Yeah, I don't give him health insurance, so
so that's more important for me.
Wait, that's why we need the knee replacement tier.
Oh, hey, there you go.
I'll put that as a perk. Kevin will ride a
rotational binding if you do the knee rotation.
I mean, hey, if they're paying $20 grand, I think I can afford the $100 for a set of Brocos.
Yeah. So, anyways, back to LED boards. They're a really terrible idea, and they should die forever.
I can't get over why you would feel that putting a battery on top of your snowboard is a good idea.
You've ridden something that had that much of a heavy something.
I have. It had an iPad in the nose. Signal made it for an every third Thursday.
Solid aluminum base.
That thing was really fast.
Yeah.
But, and it lit up when you plugged it in.
You plugged it in.
But it didn't have a battery pack for on the hill.
No.
We cracked the iPad, too.
That doesn't surprise me.
Well, actually, I can't remember. I think Mark dropped it before we put it in, so it cracked in the parking lot, and then they slipped it in, and then we proceeded to crack it a little bit more from riding with it. But
either way.
Whatever.
Something like that, a weird gimmick like that, belongs in a show like every third Thursday, and that's it.
That is it. Like, seriously, fuck these people.
Yeah.
Next!